Alexa, turn on ceiling fan light.
Okay.
Good afternoon. Today we're going to be doing a review and installation of a 72-inch LED smart 72-inch Maxslak ceiling fan. Right now we have the parts laid out on the table. You can see all the different components that come with it. There's two things that I would like to point out in regards to our installation. It comes with a 6-inch down rod and a 12-inch down rod. But due to our application is kind of unique, as you can see, we have the Baker scaffolding and we have a tall ceiling that is 18 feet. We purchased a 48-inch down rod. Now on the down rod, I put the swivel ball that comes with the Maxslak ceiling fan, so we can utilize this 48-inch down rod for our fan. Since we're going to be using the 48-inch down rod, I had to extend our wire. So as you can see, the wires got extended so they'll be able to fit through our down rod. For most of your applications, you're either going to utilize the 6-inch down rod or the 12-inch down rod, and you would not have to do any of this extending of the wires. So this was just something that I did ahead of time because I'm sure you didn't want to watch me do the wire extension. Okay, now we relocated to the area just below the fan, and as you can see, we're ready to go start with some of the assembly. Okay, so as you can see, everything's laid out here, and these are a few tools that I feel is going to be necessary for us to do the installation and the assembly. So, you know, it's hit or miss regarding things that you're going to need, but it's very important that you follow the instructions and go in sequence according to the numbers. So we're going to install the down rod, the coupler, and the housing. So it's very important that you see this step, because if you skip it, you're going to miss a piece and you're going to wind up taking everything apart. So step one, here's the housing. Goes first, then our coupler goes like this, and then now because we had to extend the wires, now the fun part of fishing my electrical wires through the pipe. Hopefully it goes well. It does, sometimes it doesn't. And voila, our wires made it through. Luck on our side. They're a little longer than anticipated. There you go. Okay, so our next step would be installation of the fan motor housing, the bracket to the ceiling, the remote.
Everything's really clear with pictures, so you know exactly what to do step by step. But we're just also verbally explaining.
All right, now we're going to hang this bracket on the ceiling, and then at that point, once that's in, then we will hang the ceiling fan. Some people like to use a drill, but me personally, that's a way of stripping out the holes. So I'm still old school with a hand screwdriver. Next, we're going to hang the fan motor with down rod. Then we'll wire up the remote control and hook it to the power. So now, what I normally do, and it doesn't tell you this in the manual, I normally turn my fan on, run it, operate it, just the way you make sure before you put everything back that it operates and it runs. Otherwise you have to check your wiring. Then once I do that, put my controller in its spot, then I run it again, because once you put your housing cover on, it's very difficult if it's not working, and it's very frustrating. What you want to do is, you want to go blue to blue, white to white. So I just kind of mock up everything, and then we're gonna turn our power on, then we're gonna get our remote going, and then we're gonna verify that everything works according to plan. Light works, fan works. Then once that's done, then we shut our power back off, put everything back together, put the housing on, then we move on to the fan blades. We put batteries in our remote, which you'll need 2 AAA batteries for that. Okay, lights on, lights off. Then you got the different modes for, you got bright white, cool, soft. So now what we want to do is run the fan. Okay, as you can see, the fan took off, it's operating. So as you can see, it all operates, so that's all we wanted to do. So go ahead and shut the fan off. Okay, now turn the power off on the wall with the wall switch, so then this way we're dead. Then what I want to do now is I'm going to put all that up, put the housing up, then we're going to try it again to make sure it all works again. So then this way, then we move on to the blades. Next off, we'll do the blade assembly. They come like this. You got your smooth side finish down. The side with the ribbed up on top goes up here with the bracket like that. Then you take one of these brackets, which is like this, goes like this, match up your holes. Then it's important, I always, when I put the screws in, you never tighten up all the way, so then this way your bracket moves around so everything aligns on its own. And then once you get all your screws started in the holes, then see, like there it is, I got 4 of them started. So then naturally the last one is going to be lined up. So you take it from there, you can tighten this one, tight, tight, tight. Now we only have 7 more. The blades to the fan housing, 3 screws per fan blade. The 3 screws for the blades are already in the fan housing, so it's just a matter of removing 3 screws and doing 1 blade at a time. I would highly recommend doing 3 screws at a time versus taking all your screws out, because that's how things get lost and misplaced. So I do 1 blade at a time.
And installation is complete, and here it is hanging on my wall, and I absolutely love it. Installation was not bad at all. The instructions were very easy to follow. I love how it looks. It does come with a remote, but you could control it via your phone or Alexa or Google devices by using the Tuya app. Alexa, turn on ceiling fan light.
Okay.
Alexa, turn ceiling fan light to 10% brightness. Alexa, turn on ceiling fan to speed 6.
Okay.
Alexa, turn off ceiling fan light.
Okay.
It also comes with a holder so you could place it on your wall, and on the remote it has a 1 through 6 because the fan has 6 different speeds, and let me tell you, at the highest speed it cools the room so much. And it also has 3 different light color temperatures. It also has a timer function, so you can set it to turn off in an hour for 8 hours, and then of course you could have the functionality of reversing the airflow, so in the winter the hot air could blow upwards. If you're looking for a large, stylish, sleek, powerful fan, I highly recommend checking this out.